I am today working on the wonderful owner of our shop's grandson's potentially new guitar. He is starting a band. I believe he is 12 or 13 years old. Cool kid, very smart young man, and he's getting started with a band. And what I have in front of me is, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? This is a Squire, Fender Squire Affinity Strat. We'll take a little flight over the top of this bad boy. You can take a look at how dirty it is. There's the fingerboard. The frets have definitely taken a hit right in here. There's a big scratch in that. There she be. The machine heads are all loose. Aside from this one here, hopefully you can see that. I can't see what I'm shooting. So this guitar is going to get the full Monty set up by me. And yes, I am property of a state pen. Never been to prison. No reason. So we're going to check the electronics. We're going to put a set of Ernie Ball Slinky 9s on this guitar. I'm going to touch up the frets. I'm going to clean the fretboard. Going to do an intonation setup, pickup height adjustment, full Monty, truss rod, blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. I'll try and document as much of this as I can with the time that I have available, and try and squeeze all of that in and keep this video somewhat short. We'll see. Woohoo! Fun. Hang on, I'll be back. Oh, and it came in here with no strings on it, by the way. So the neck's pretty straight as it is. I haven't even turned the truss rod yet. I don't know if it works. If it doesn't, the death sentence. Well, we'll see. Well, welcome back to the Squire Strat, and we are checking the truss rod. Let's see if this thing turns. Oh wait, I gotta get some dust off of here. It's just way too dirty. This is a 5mm Allen key, or I'm sorry, hex key. Allen key is a brand. Here we go. Let's see. Does it move? Oh yeah. Yeah. It's tight. It's fairly tight as it sits. And I'm going to check it with my my fretboard or fingerboard tool. Oh yeah, that moves perfectly. That thing is perfectly flat right now. Alright, so the truss rod works. A couple other things. These machine heads are all, not all of them, but well, 5 of them are loose. This knob right here, yeah, there we go. Feels a little better. Don't over tighten these. Let's check this one. You know, I know you love watching a guy turn a screwdriver, right? Well, these are the little things that we do on a guitar to make sure that they are set up as if they were our own. Ooh, that was really loose. Alright, so now we'll flip this bad boy over. Let's see what's happening back here. Yeah. Okay. Now the machine heads are all loose on this. We're going to fix that right now. Gee, I wonder what the last thing I did with this crescent wrench was. Yeah, isn't that fun? You don't want to over tighten these, just get them snug. Call it a day. Alright. Alright. Yeah, that one's a little loose, but not bad. Definitely needed a couple of turns. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those all feel better now. My screwdriver. Tighten this one up just a bit more. Yeah. Get these to feel a little more snug. You get some leverage on these bad boys. Yeah. Oh, now that is a whole lot better. Okay. We're gonna do a fret cleaning, fret polish on this. I know the truss rod works. Yeah, we'll crown these bad boys too. I want this thing to play really good for the owner's grandson. Here we go. So I've started crowning these frets already. I've gotten up to the 11th fret, and I'm going to continue going. I'm going to share some cool music that I've recorded with one of the greatest drummers in the world. Go. The new stuff. This stuff's a little bit runnier than the previous bottle of it that I had, and it definitely has a more of a tint to it. I'm building a kit guitar, and it definitely colored the basswood on the kit guitar nicely. Just the tint on it, it's a little bit browner. The other stuff was a lot more clear. This is unboiled linseed oil. You can see the color of it there. It's got a yellow tinge to it. Very nice. I like it. And I like that it's a little bit thinner. Now the fretboard has come back to life. Here we go. Again, this is an Affinity Strat Squire. Very, very cheap guitar. Just cheap as dirt. But I wasn't able to play it when it came in because the strings were not on the instrument. So I have no idea what this thing played like before it got here. And I've never plugged it in. I don't care if there's something broken on the inside, I'll fix it. So this guitar, after having had all this work done on it, is going to be for sale, and it'll be very affordable. This is going to be a great instrument for, you know, if you have a child, a son or daughter that's learning to play or wants to learn to play. They're going to get an instrument that's been set up by a professional musician and a professional guitar tech, an amp tech, an amp repair tech, blah blah blah. That's all I do. To play as their first instrument, or if you're already an accomplished guitarist, you might want to have a joke of playing a guitar like this at a gig. Well, I guarantee you I will take this guitar out to the next gig that I've got. We won't have it anymore. It'll sell within days, I'm guessing. But I would certainly take this out. If I had a gig tonight, as soon as I'm done setting this up, I'd go play with it. I haven't even opened up the back. I'm going to polish the body right now. Gotten the frets all polished. They look really nice now. And about ready to put strings on this. So, hang in there. Put paper clip around because of stuff like that. Let's see, it has Fender bullet strings in it, so the strings have probably, since the day this guitar was made, have never been changed. There's the old bullet string. Yeah. Pretty cool. Alright, so I'm pulling the back off of this, sorry about that, I got a little hair right there, hopefully that's not... Alright, so I'm pulling the back off of this guitar. Let's see. I'm guessing that there's actually, you know, I thought there might be 5 springs in here, but I really can't tell. They might just be really stiff. It's hard saying. Let's see. Oh, there's 3, and they're spaced correctly. The ground wire's all hooked up. Kind of interesting that they went through that spring. I don't like that. They've run this wire through the spring. I mean, I wonder if somebody at the... Oh, it's just how it worked out. When they pushed the wire through, it came up through that spring. I guess that's no big deal. Okay. I've cleaned the guitar and about ready to put strings on it. So I'll share some more music with you. Some original music. I'm claiming copyrights to this music that you're about to listen to. You ready? Ready, set, go. This is for all you knot tiers out there. And idiots that like to tie knots in your guitar strings. I'm calling you an idiot. This is how you put a string on a guitar. Pay very close attention. Watch this. 1, 2 wraps through the hole. Let's see, can you see the hole? Through the hole, over the top of your windings. Pull it tight. Take your string winding tool that you should own, and that will never, ever, ever come unwound, and your guitar will not go out of tune because of that. Here's one more, just for the sake of argument. 1, 2 windings. I know my hand's in the middle of the movie. Through the hole. Pull it tight. Put some tension on it from the fretboard. Tighten it up. Tune the guitar up. Oh wait, here's one more, just in case you guys that like to tie knots in your guitar strings at the headstock. You find that like your guitar stays in tune better than mine, or this one. You're wrong. All right, here we go. This is an unwound string, by the way. There's no windings around it. I'm saying this to you smart guys that like to tie knots. The guys that tie knots in their strings, around these machine heads don't play gigs. They don't play live, because if they did, they would never in a million years do that. Because the guitar goes out of tune when it's at home, and they're not worried about getting back on stage in any kind of brief time, right? 1, 2, 3 wraps through the hole, pull it tight, get the tension on it, and tighten the string down. Yes, there's a loop on that. While you're at home, because when you're at a gig, you don't have a pair of tools like this. I know none of you take a pair of pliers to a gig. Pull that tight. There you go. There you go. There's how to change the strings on a guitar. I'll give you a left somewhere and we'll pay something.
I'll be back as soon as I can, Marshall. You got the front?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Is anybody else here right now?
No, you're it.
Okay. Cool. Oh, tuned, intonated. I'm gonna leave the trim bar locked flat. I'm not gonna let it float. Oh, pickup height adjustment. Yeah, that's an important little thing that I almost forgot. I didn't forget. I just haven't done it yet. Phillips drive. Should be able to turn these and they should move. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Let's see. What height should I put this at? Oh boy, that's close. It's almost like somebody set this thing up at some point in time before. Wow. Wow, that's perfect. That's a little close. A little close. That's a little too far. Boy, these are sensitive, sensitive movements. Ah. Yeah, there we go. Wow. Wow. I'm out of a job. Somebody had these pickups adjusted to the exact right height. Wow. This is a Squire Strat. Remarkable. I'm blown away. What can I say? Now, this is my favorite part because when I'm done with the guitar, I get to cut the strings. My favorite part. Well, right next to putting linseed oil on it. I know my arm's in the movie, but I think y'all know how to run a pair of dikes. The dikes are usually better looking than your wife. Is it PC to call a lady a dyke if she is homosexual, or is it the same thing as saying a man's a fag? I'm just curious. I mean, don't be offended, but I'm curious what your thoughts are on gay women being called dykes, because I don't care.
How's it going there, buddy?
Hi, what's happening? Guitar. This thing's gonna go for about $2.99 now. Peace, y'all.